Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys the story, okay? This is, let me give you the setting, alright? So this is a story that takes place at about, I'd say, it started at 1:45, and I remember sitting down at my computer again and talking in Panga's chat, telling him, hey, I'm ready to play Battlegrounds at 2:55 a.m., so it was about like a little over an hour total. But last night after my stream, I realized my sleep was messed up, and so I was already pretty much just like counting out the morning stream. I was like, alright, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this, like, my sleep is jank. But I was still really hungry, so I was like, alright, well, if I'm gonna stay up, I might as well do something. And I was hungry, and I knew it was a Friday, so I double-checked to make sure, but I did confirm that the Taco Bell near me stayed open until 3 a.m. on Friday nights. And so I was like, alright, cool, I've got like over an hour to get tacos. This will be great. This won't be an issue whatsoever. So Panga wants to play PUBG. I tell him, hey, I'll be right back, Panga. I need to go get food. He's like, ah, yes, gotta get the gamer fuel, of course, right? So, after I get his confirmation, I grab my car keys and I go get in my car. So I'm driving to the Taco Bell, right? And I run into the first intersection, and I get a red light. So I'm waiting, and I'm just, you know, kind of just trying to kill time till the light turns, and I look down and I see that my gas light's on. My gas is actually dangerously low. I didn't even know. And I was like, well, heck, dude, I need gas, right? I didn't really freak out, though, because I was like, oh, well, there's like 4 gas stations on the way to Taco Bell. It'll be fine. So I pull up to the first gas station. And since I live in a suburb of Austin and not Austin proper anymore, apparently stuff closes like early, even like convenience stores, and I didn't know this, because where I was from originally, where I used to live, they were all 24/7. So I pull up to this first gas station. They're not even open, and I'm like, what in the world? Why is this closed? Like, why? I'm freaking out. Like, I'm slightly panicking at that point, because I'm like, okay, well, my gas light's on. I've got like under a gallon of gas left, and my car gets like 14 miles per gallon, like, when I'm not on the highway, so I don't have a lot of gas left, right? I really need some gas. So I pull up to the gas station, and I try to get some gas, even though it's closed, just using my card at the pump. But they even turn off the pumps at night, which I thought was kind of crazy, so I was like, alright, if that's fine, we'll just go down the road to the next one. Because I knew that there were 2 more that were not too far down the road, right? So I get back in my car, and I, like, nervously start it up, and we go down the road to the next 2 gas stations. It's a Valero and a Shell station. They're both right next to each other, right? So the first one I try, the Valero, there's no one there, but the lights were on inside. So I'm like, alright, well, maybe there's just no one at the gas station right now, because it was like 2 a.m., you know, like, who's gonna be out in the suburb at 2 in the morning on a Saturday morning? And so I try to get gas, and this time the pump isn't turned off, but when I put in my card and enter in my PIN and everything, it's like, see cashier. And I'm like, well, that's odd. So I try to go see a cashier, but as it turns out, that place was also closed. So I couldn't see the cashier, so I was like, alright, maybe that pump is just broken, right? So I pull up to another pump at the same gas station, try it again. Same deal. And I'm like, wow, this is messed up. Like, what am I going to do if all these gas stations are closed? So then I'm like, alright, we're going to try out the Shell station. Okay, so I go to the Shell station, and I put in my card information, and it almost looks good. It actually says, hey, you're approved, start pumping gas. However, when I try to pump gas, nothing happens, and then right after, it tells me, oh yeah, go see a cashier. And I'm like, what the heck, dude? I'm getting bamboozled right now. Because the Shell station's also closed, and so I'm like, what on earth is going on here? Is every gas station just going to be shut down? Because at this point, I'm not even worried about my tacos. I'm just worried about running out of gas, like, while I'm just out and about at 2 in the morning. Like, what do I do if my car runs out of gas, right? So I frantically pull out Google Maps, and I look up gas stations that are 24/7. So I find the Chevron, right? And as it turns out, the Chevron's actually right next to the Taco Bell. They're kind of like in this little strip center thing. So I was like, oh, perfect, dude. We'll go to this Chevron. So I go to the Chevron, and my car is just like chugging along, you know, at this point, like, it says the distance to empty was 0, so I was like, oh my god, are we even gonna make it? So I go to the Chevron, right? And the Chevron is open. So I'm like, ah, yes, very good. And so I put in my card, and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be the one. We're gonna get gas, right? So, I put the card in, I entered my PIN and everything, and it says, go see cashier. And I was like, alright, I can see this cashier. But before that I did that, I checked my phone, and apparently, because I had bought all of the parts for my new computer, like, earlier in the day, like, so I had over $1,000 already getting taken out of my account, all of these random attempts to, like, pay at different gas stations triggered the like anti-fraud protection on my account, so my card got shut down, and I didn't have any cash on me, so I was like, what am I supposed to do now, dude? Now I'm sitting at this gas station, I have money in my account, but my card is shut down. Like, what do I do, dude? How do I do this, right? Like, what am I supposed to do? And so I get an email about the fraud prevention thing, and I found out that there was like a way that I could get it turned on again. So I do that, and it's like, alright, you gotta wait 5 minutes though. So at this point, I'm just like waiting 5 minutes at one of the pumps at like the Chevron gas station. Okay? And waiting for it to become active. And after 5 minutes, I try to pay again with the card, doesn't work. And I'm like, what in the world is going on here? And I'm like, you know what? I'm actually gonna go see the cashier. So I go inside, and I'm like, yo dude, my card's messing up out there. You won't believe the crap I've been through to get here. Like, I just want like $25 on pump 5, right? That's all I want. So I put my card in nervously and enter in my PIN, and it actually goes through. And I'm like, oh my god, we've done it. We have done it, dude. So after I finally got gas in my car, I was like, all right, now we're gonna go to Taco Bell, because the Taco Bell's right there, right? And at this time it's about 2:30. And the Taco Bell's open till 3. So I'm like, alright, we still got 30 minutes, dude. I'm not even coming in, like, right with them about to close. So I go to this Taco Bell, right? But this Taco Bell is, like, sketch city, dude. Like, it's so sketchy that, the lights on the building, like the Taco Bell sign and all that, those aren't lit. All of those are not lit. The lobby lights are all turned off. And I go to the drive-thru, right? And you know how there's those, like, boards that are backlit that show, like, the menu so you know, like, what to get? Or so you can see, like, what you want to get? All of those were turned off, right? So I'm like, dude, everything is turned off at this Taco Bell. And it's, like, in this dark alleyway. And I'm like, what is going on? Do I really want this Taco Bell right now? And, I pull up to the, like, order thing. And fortunately, I've been to Taco Bell enough times, I already know what I want, right? So I pull up to the order thing, and I was expecting nothing. But after about 5 seconds, I hear this voice on the little intercom that's like, hello, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, can I get a Crunchwrap combo? Please don't kill me. And she double checks my order and everything. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. And then she's like, second window. And I'm just, like, freaking out at that point. Like, am I gonna die when I pull up to this Taco Bell, like, second window? And, the way they had the lighting in the kitchen, like, I couldn't see the front of the person that was, like, taking my card. Like, they were completely backlit, so it was all silhouetted. But eventually, I got my Taco Bell, and I got home at 2:50 in the morning. After leaving at 1:45. I'm like, are you serious, dude? This is something that would only happen to me. But that's what I had to deal with yesterday. That was the crap that I went through, man. Just trying to get gas and get Taco Bell. I don't know if it was worth it, but I mean, I ate my Crunchwrap, so it was pretty good. Anyways, yeah, so that's the crap that I go through on a daily basis. So that happens to me, but like every day. Not actually, but that was something else.